Catholic books for Christmas? Yes, please.
We have made our list, we've checked it twice, and today we have 10 newly published Catholic books or new to us books that we would love to get for Christmas.
We always love looking through all the book catalogs that come in the mail this time of year. We like to go through and circle the ones that catch our eye. They all look really good. It's like being in a Catholic candy shop.
And so this list is in no particular order. We would love to get any of these books. And the first one is the Rosary in a Year Prayer Guide by Father Mark Mary. The Rosary in a Year starts on January 1st, but the book is already available.
We have loved all of the In a Year programs from Ascension, and we're really excited about the Rosary in a Year coming up. We have looked at the sample pages, and they do include sacred art, so just go ahead and sign us up.
And as a side note, Father Mark Mary is a member of the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal. And if you haven't seen their Renewal in Motion video, it is so good, and we'll have that linked for you.
The second book on the list is called The Saint I Knew, Exciting Encounters in Holiness by Kevin Wilson.
So in this book, the author places you in a fictional story with a future saint. So these are all holy men, women, and children, but would you recognize them as our future saints? So the concept of this book sounds really interesting, and we think it'll be really good.
This book also gets extra bonus points for its awesome cover. Just look at these vintage pictures of Mother Teresa and John Paul II. That is so much fun, and we think this could be a really great resource for you if you're trying to find a confirmation saint.
So number 3 is the Weird Catholic Handbook by Michael Likens. This one has unusual miracles, it's got saints and monsters and spiritual warfare, all kinds of weird and interesting Catholic things.
So this one sounds like a great spooky read for October. We are definitely on board for out-of-the-box Catholic books like this, so it's pretty high on our list. It sounds really fun.
Number 4 is A Pilgrimage to the Museum by Stephen Auth. So in this one, he takes you to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and gives you a tour of Western art through a Christian lens.
This one is also very high on the list. You guys know that recently I read a book called All the Beauty in the World, which is also about the Metropolitan Museum of Art, written by a former museum guard, and it was just so good. So I am definitely up for reading another book like that. I also just read another book by Stephen Auth, and it was fantastic. So I would love to read more of his work. So Santa, please hear my plea for this one.
So number 5 is Miracles of the Saints by Henrik Beda. This one is kind of our dark horse. The book has all kinds of saint stories in it and lots of pictures of places the saints lived and their relics.
So looking at the sample pages for this one, it looks like the book takes a deep dive into the life of each saint. We love all the photos in it, but it's kind of hard to tell if this is a book you would sit down and read from cover to cover or if it's more of a coffee table type book.
Or it could also be more of a reference book if you wanted to get to know a particular saint better. Like you chose one for the new year, this book could have all the stories and photos and details you might ever want to know.
So without having seen it in person, it's kind of hard to tell, is this book going to be really great or is it going to be kind of overwhelming? However, we think it has great potential and we would definitely be willing to take it on here.
So number 6 is The Two Jerusalems by Matthew Wiseman. My conversion from the Messianic movement to the Catholic Church.
We had to look up the Messianic movement, and if I can explain it correctly, it is Jewish people who have embraced Jesus as the Messiah, and yet they retain their Jewish identity. So this book is basically a conversion story, and you guys know we love those.
And this journey took him all over the world as he was on quite the hunt for truth.
Which reminds me of another conversion story I read recently, St. Augustine.
Number 7 is The Hound of Heaven by Eleanor Nicholson. So we have read and loved several of her other books for younger audiences, and this one is about St. Dominic as told by his faithful dog Torch.
We just love the cover art on this book, and we thought immediately, oh, this could be a really good First Holy Communion gift, or it could be a great addition for our church library. And yes, we have read several of the author's books and really enjoyed them, so this one went right on the list.
So number 8 is the book that we forgot when we first filmed this video.
It's fine. It's future Kate and Jennifer here to fill you in on book number 8. It's real life, keeping it real.
All right, and so this book is The Merry Pages by Sally Reed, An Atheist's Journey to the Mother of God.
We have read other books by the author and really enjoyed them. A while ago, we read Night's Bright Darkness, which was her first book about her conversion. So we've been hoping there would be a part 2, and here it is.
So this book gives all of the details of the different encounters she and her family had with the Mother of God that led them to Jesus.
So her conversion story is pretty intense, but it is fascinating at the same time. So this one definitely went right on our list.
Number 9 is Piazzas, Popes, and Pasta, Notes from a Rome Sojourn by Luann Zerlo.
So the author spent 4 months in Rome studying at the Angelicum Pontifical University, and then afterwards she wrote this book. It's like a travelogue, memoirs, reflections type of book.
And it is a shorter book, but it really intrigues us and looks like one we'd enjoy.
The cover is so much fun, and I'm definitely a die-hard armchair traveler, so we think this could be a really fun read.
So number 10 is Restoring the Lord's Day, How Reclaiming Sunday Can Revive Our Human Nature by Daniel Fitzpatrick. And we have talked in the past our struggle with keeping Sunday holy, and this one is an entire book full of ideas on how to do that.
So after reading the sample pages for this one, we thought, wow, he's got some really good ideas. We need to read more of what he has to say. So of course we put this one on the list.
So that is our list of 10, but now we would like to hear from you. If you have read any of these books, let us know in the comments.
We would also like to know what is on your Catholic book wish list for Christmas 2024. Let us know down in the comments.
So we hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.